Hold on. Hold on. I'm about to cast my whole deck in one turn. No! Come back! Why? They scooped! Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Romy. Today we're going to be playing Mono Red Aggro-Combo. So this deck primarily is just Mono Red Aggro. We've seen this deck before. It's trying to just curve out 1, 2, 3, play burn spells for reach, shock, wizard's lightning, whatever. And it's just trying to get the opponent dead on like turn 3 or turn 4. Actually, not turn 3, but turn 4 or turn 5. Turn 3 is a little bit unreasonable, but you should be winning the game by turn 4 or 5 at the worst. So, the other part of this deck, which is why I'm calling this deck Aggro-Combo rather than just straight up Mono Red Aggro, is that this deck can actually combo off. And that's pretty important because while we have seen Mono Red a fair amount lately, we've also seen Gruul Aggro be pretty good. The problem really with this deck is that Uro just gains life. And when Sultai plays an Uro and gains 3 life, I mean, that's just another Wizard's Lightning that we need to cast. That basically just draws them cards while ramping them because we have to like take another turn, draw another card to actually get to lethal. So it's actually a really big problem for Mono Red. So how do we solve that? By just comboing off, right? So the new card that actually lets us do this from Kalnheim is Birgi, God of Storytelling. Now, Birgi, God of Storytelling, 3-mana 3/3. Whenever you cast a spell, you get a red mana. Yada yada yada. It doesn't disappear until end of turn, and you can like boast twice. But honestly, who cares? And then this is pretty important actually. It also comes with a 5-mana horn that lets you discard a card to basically cast Light Up the Stage, except you can only cast the cards until end of turn, which is actually really important. I'll get to that why that is later. So basically, with Birgi and Steamkin, you have 2 creatures that basically produce a mana whenever you cast a spell. Steamkin doesn't immediately produce the mana, but you're getting a counter every time you cast a red spell. You can remove 3 counters for 3 red. So once you really get going, you're essentially just netting a mana every time you cast a spell. So this is actually pretty important if you can draw a lot of cards, right? If you can just draw a lot of cards, then you can theoretically keep casting spells, and then once you stack up multiple copies of Birgi and Steamkin, you actually start generating mana. So how, might you ask, do you actually get enough cards to cast where you can go off? Well, that comes with, first of all, Experimental Frenzy. Experimental Frenzy, you can play cards at the top of your deck. Like if you hit 2 lands in a row, you fizzle, but there are ways to get around that. Like you've got Light Up the Stage to draw you extra cards, and most importantly, the second copy of Experimental Frenzy in this deck, the Harnfell Horn and Bounty, actually clears the top of the Experimental Frenzy. So while this not may happen too often, it's not quite a pipe dream though. You get like a Steamkin in play or a Birgi or whatever, and you've got your mana jittering thing, and you're just chugging along. Maybe you get a second one in play, and then you just get to cast a Hornfell. Once you've got Experimental and Hornfell on the battlefield with enough mana production, you just win the game because you get to use the cards in your hand, which you can't cast anyway, to clear the top of your deck for Experimental Frenzy. Keep drawing cards, and you can just keep winning. And honestly, with either Experimental Frenzy or Birgi, or Hornfell rather, you can just, Harnfell actually, Harnfell Horn and Bounty, you can actually just win the game, outgrind pretty much any deck, because you're just drawing like twice as many cards at minimum. So, that's the combo aspect of this deck. So basically, as for like the actual cards, here we've just got the basic creatures, Eat Love Runner, Soulscore Mage on 1, Runaway Steamkin, Burning Emissary on 2, Reach, and Viashino Pyromancer, and Wizard's Lightning Shock. Light Up Stage, of course, draws a card that's good just normally, and then you've got the combo aspect of the deck. 13 lands, plus 7, or plus Ramanap Ruins is a 4 of, and then 4 Shadow Skull Smashing, which, I mean, it's just good, right? The pay 3 life isn't too much of a downside, but you can also cast it off the top of Experimental Frenzy, use it to trigger Steamkin, so it's actually even a little bit better in this deck than it would be in a normal Shadow Skull Smashing deck. Now, onto the sideboard, we've got 1 Redcap Melee, 3 Abrades, and 4 Bone Crusher Giants as some extra removal, 3 Chandra Torch of Defiance for some late game grinding value, and 3 Roiling Vortex for Tibalt Trickery decks, decks that gain life, stuff like Sultai against Uro, and then 1 Soulguide Lantern for Graveyard Hate. Now, I'm not too sure on the sideboard because the format's currently changing a lot, right? There's a new set out, so Historic is right now in flux. So in the future, don't just rely on the sideboard, like tweak it, I'll probably be changing it around. So this sideboard, not set in stone, but this is what I've got for now. Alright, so that's the deck, and now we need to get into some games. Alrighty, match number 1 here, going to be against Mayton. And, well, we've got to take a mulligan here. Can't keep a one-lander, especially not on the play. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a hand to follow it up, though. If we can get to turn 3, double lay out the stage plus Steam King, it's going to be really, really strong. And then, I mean, we only need to connect one to just absolutely go off with light up the stage. So I'm actually pretty hopeful with this hand. We can bottom Shadow Skull Smashing, since we're probably going to hit more lands off these light up stages anyway. And on the play means that it's going to be even easier to turn on Spectacle by just attacking. So yeah, this hand's actually really good. It would be a little bit better if it was a 7-card hand, of course, but this is pretty close to the exact 6-card hand I'd wish for, depending on the matchup, of course. Right, so it's going to be a first turn for my opponent and a Witch's Oven. Oh boy. It's this deck. So this is very likely just going to be Jund Sack. Could be Jund Cocoa, could be Jund Food, not quite sure, but Witch's Oven decks tend to pose a really bad matchup for mono red. Yeah, so far Golgari probably going to see some red lands there in the game because first off, Cauldron Familiar plus Witch's Oven. Just a ton of life gain overall. So that's pretty hard to get through and actually win the game with when they're just got an Infinite Chum Blocker gaining life. But also, if there's a Mayhem Devil that comes down next turn, I'm probably just going to concede the game because that amount of removal every turn, that's just 2 pings, right? That just kills the Steam King when it comes down. Just keeps ruining all our stuff. If they have anything else, then the game pretty much ends on the spot, even if I don't scoop. So if we actually see a Mayhem Devil here, just like Catavan into Mayhem Devil, no way Monarch can ever beat that without a removal spell. And then even with a removal spell, so it kind of sucks. We just get like 2 for 1 to Oblivion. That being said, no Mayhem Devil quite yet, so I mean, I'm just really, really hoping to see no removal spell from my opponent. Because, oh, really? Okay. Hold on a second. This game might just actually be over. Could actually just be a turn 3 kill here if we hit off these light up stages. Because we've got the mana generation with these double Steamkins. So if we can hit like an Experimental Frenzy at some point and just go off that way, I mean, the game's just gonna end. And, I mean, I don't have too long to do that. Like, Witch's Oven plus Trail of Combs will take over the game, but, like, I'm actually feeling pretty hopeful. And, I mean, it's not actually that likely that we straight up win this turn, but if we can just get far enough ahead, like, we can even beat a Mayhem Devil. Okay, looks like, not too great hits, but, still got another lip stage. Come on, something good. Oh, another lip stage, okay. That's actually good. I'm gonna take that mana off the Steamkin. I get punished by losing out on 1 counter if I don't hit anything, but it's probably gonna end up being fine. Okay. That's actually a little bit unfortunate. Should have hit a couple too many lands there, not gonna lie. Yeah, okay, that's a little bit unfortunate, but luckily still in a good spot, I'd say. Like, this is still a pretty formidable board state. And if they play a Mayhem Devil, we can just blast through it with Shock plus Shadow Skull Smashing, trigger Prowess a bunch of times. Yeah, there's the Mayhem Devil. I don't know. It's going to be, I don't even think I'm ahead, which is kind of ridiculous considering I've got literally 5, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14 if I want to cast this Shock Power on the board plus a bunch of extra damage. So this shouldn't be a game I ever lose, but very well could happen. Interesting to see my opponent already activating their Mayhem Devil and killing my stuff. It's actually kind of interesting because, yeah, I guess they'll have this cat to block though. That's the thing. Yeah, so I think I definitely just want to Shock plus Shadow Skull Smashing this Mayhem Devil. Here's my Soul Scar Mages, and I absolutely need to kill this Mayhem Devil. And I don't think it's worth trying to like shock their face and make mana with Steamkin to try to kill it with just 5 mana. seems a lot slower, and I'm shrinking my Steamkins, potentially losing them to Mayhem Devil, so that doesn't seem like the greatest plan. Interesting to see if my opponent, they could have just double reanimated Cat here and killed my Burning Tree Emissary, but looks like they did not want to go for it. What? Oh, okay, that's a little bit weird. My opponent was not dead there. I mean, I guess I'll take it. I don't know, my opponent just sort of folded, and I'm not exactly sure why. That being said, we get to bring in some sideboard cards here. So we're going to take out the 4 Violet Kingdom Pyromancers and 2 Burning Tree Emissaries, settle into more of a late game. No Graph Digger's Cage because it shuts off our own Experimental Frenzy, which is a little bit unfortunate because Graph Digger's Cage is very good against my opponent. But, I mean, we've still got some pretty good stuff here going. Bringing in Chandra's to try to outgrind, also kill some Mayhem Devils, and Abrades, of course, for Witch's Oven for their Mayhem Devils and stuff. And it is junk food, so it's actually interesting. I'm not sure if it's better or worse. They don't have, like, Priest of Forgotten Gods and stuff, and they should have, like, only 3 Claim the Firstborns, if I'm not wrong. I forgot to mulligan this hand, but, Gen Coco also plays, like, more aggressive cards, whereas Gen Food's just trying to outgrind, and, I mean, even straight up Trail of Crumbs is actually just kind of hard to beat for this deck. I think I'm bottoming this Shadow Skull Smashing, because if I draw a 2-drop, I'll be punished by the damage. And looks like I'm just going to be wanting to hit my land drop this game anyway. If I get to get Bergie and Chandra in play, that's actually pretty good, because I get extra card advantage plus extra mana, so they're actually pretty strong together. Really just depends on what my opponent actually has here. If they're a Mana Screw, then it's going to be pretty easy. But if they're like holding a Bone Crusher Giant or something, I don't usually bring those in, but... Oh, interesting. A Heartless Act. Okay, that's fine. I don't, unfortunately, have a wizard for this Wizard's Lightning, but I'm still going to hold on to it. It seems like it has a lot of utility later, and just hitting my opponent for 3 damage. Like, the game's probably not going to come down to just straight up burning my opponent out. Gilded Goose, somewhat annoying. Again, she like gains my opponent life, but... Ooh, okay. Found a target for a Braid. Definitely going to be killing that since I actually want to untap with Bergie. And giving them a sack outlet could be really bad if they have a Claim the Firstborn that I'm not ready for. Alright, so we'll cast Bergie. I mean, it's very likely that Bergie dies in some way or another, right? Like, I guess Mayhem Devil wouldn't actually kill it this turn, but... A Claim the Firstborn would... Ooh, wait, hold on a second. Wait. That's actually really good for me. If they play the Mayhem Devil now, and I just get to remove it before they get any value out of it, that's going to be pretty insane. I'm going to have to cast this Wizard's Lightning, though, because if I try to play the Chandra and take it down to 1, then it's going to die to the Mayhem Devil ping, so that won't go super well, but... I mean, I will absolutely take being able to Wizard's Lightning, the best card in my opponent's deck, without suffering any downsides for it. No, they're just going to, like, ping me for 1 damage. Like, oh, no, what am I going to do? 1 damage. Right, so they get a Swamp here. That is absolutely fine by me, though. I'm actually really happy by it because of this turn of events. I mean, obviously, if they have, like, a Trail of Crumbs here, then they're back in the game, but... They need something strong here, like a Corvold or something, because this Chandra is actually just going to be massive. Yeah, Gilded Goose going to gain my opponent some life. Not going to save them, though. Nor is a Witch's Oven. Okay. I'm actually feeling pretty hopeful now. Okay, so I'll make a mana, and then I'm not going to try to take down any Gilded Goose. Ult's not very far away, and that's a way to punish my opponent for potentially drawing a couple lands. And also, I just want to be drawing cards. If I hit like a 2-drop here, I can cast it. If not, whatever, I just deal damage to my opponent. That's absolutely fine. Plus, I want to keep up the potential to remove a creature if they draw something bigger later, so don't think I want to be going after a Gilded Goose. And then, obviously, there's also even more reasoning for that, because they've got 2 Gilded Geese and only 1 forest, so it's not like I'm going to be decreasing how much food they can make every turn anyway, unless they draw another green source. Right, so I'll go ahead and pass the turn. They're just going to eat some food, that's fine. A little bit of life gain, not going to save them here, because they're just behind on tempo and card advantage. So, yeah, they agree. Wow. I was not expecting to win that match. Not gonna lie. That's just a really, really bad matchup. I was expecting to just lose to Cauldron Familiar a bunch of times. But I mean, hey, I'll take it. Like, that's really good, right? That's a bad matchup, one of the best decks in Historic. So, we'll take it. Alrighty, match number 2, playing against T. Just T, that's it. Opponent could very well be British. We'll see about that, though. And, yeah, I mean, this is a solid hand, right? Just, like, cast some spells on turn 1, then another one on turn 2, a couple more on turn 3, you know? That kind of thing. Oh, okay. It's a fellow Mono Red player. I'm pretty sure I should have the upper hand in this match, though, because it's just going to come down to burning each other's creatures, and then I think I have the card advantage to take over the game, especially since my opponent's on the burn deck. If they weren't mono red creatures, I guess I'd be in a little bit more trouble because Embercleave actually rivals Frenzy, but I mean, if they're just playing straight up like mono red and that's it, then I think I should be ahead here. Also, I think I'm attacking with both. I want to get Spectacle with Light Up the Stage, but I don't want to use a shock to do that. I want to just shock one of their creatures. So if they go for like a block here, let me do that. If they don't block, then I also just get to use Light Up the Stage. Yeah, and this would be like a really, really risky attack, because if they have a spell here, then I just get absolutely blown out of the water. But Arena didn't actually, like, I didn't notice them actually being given priority by Arena. So I just thought it was pretty safe to assume they didn't have anything, and it looks like I was right, so that's good. Didn't play the land off Light Up Stage here, because if I draw like a singular more land, then these Shadow Skull Smashings are actually just going to be huge. What? Opponent just hit me with a curveball. Hello. They just go double Soulscar Mage, but then all of a sudden they're playing a Mobilized District in a Mind Stone. That is very interesting. Now I'm a little bit suspicious. What is my opponent doing with those cards in their deck? I genuinely do not know. That is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. No, I honestly just don't know. Like, what could they possibly have? Are they also trying to like combo with Bergie? But I'm not even sure if you want Mind Stone in that deck. Like, now they have a burn spell. Okay, well. Okay, I just have no idea what's going on at this point. Like, I'm not even gonna pretend to have a singular clue. I just like, I don't know. Okay, like, hopefully next turn my opponent plays a Bone Crusher Giant, then I can Shadow Skull Smashing both their creatures with the mana off Steam King and attack them for some damage. I don't know, I guess I got punished for that Key2 Law Runner attack, though. Maybe I shouldn't have made it. You know. Definitely a chance that was bad. Okay, well, what's it gonna be, opponent? They have 5 mana here if they play a land, so I don't know, they could just Chandra me. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Another Mind Stone. Okay, opponent's just full on ramping. That is very interesting. Ooh, that's actually a solid draw. It means I could just put another counter on a Steamkin, basically for free. Okay, let's do. Ooh, no, actually, I need to do it for 5. Can I do it for 5? That's not what I meant to do. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shoot. Well, I misclicked there. I was trying to just do that. So yeah, I should have another Shadow Skull Smashing in my hand rather than a land in play. I'll get rewarded if I draw Frenzy, but I'll get punished if I play something here. It's a bit of a yikes. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's my what I deserve for clicking too fast, you know. Still not terrible, though. I've got a decent board state, you know, some ramming up ruins in the mana base, so I can deal 2 damage. So I only need to get them to 2, only deal 5 more damage. So, like, you know, plus I have a bunch of good draws at this point, like light up the stage, stuff like that. Well, opponent, what's it gonna be? Tapping, untapping. Do they want to make mana? Do they not want to make mana? Just some very hard questions for my opponent here to answer. Rude. Wandering Fumarole. Oh, dang, they're really getting the ramp on. Oh, wait, they're almost assuredly dead. That's actually really good. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so we play the Vashina Pyromancer here. Put them to 1. Now they need to deal with my whole board and gain life. Yeah, pretty impossible for a mono red deck. So now I just have to figure out what the hell is going on. Why is my opponent playing Soulscar Mage and Tundra Fumarole and Bone Crusher Giant in the same deck as Guardian Idol? Like, what is going on? I guess I'm pretty safe to just bring in these and bring my Braids as well. Go down my Shocks, go down Vaishinos, I guess, and can go down. I don't need too many Chandras. I can go down like 1 Wizard's Lightning, I guess, 2 Wizard's Lightning actually, since I'm cutting the Vaishinos, and run it like that. I guess I can bring in Red Cap Melee as well, actually, so I will only go to 2 Chandras. Alrighty, well, for game 2, let's see what our hand looks like. Still not quite sure what's going on in my opponent's deck. Probably just like mid-range red, but these Soulscar Mages surprised me a little bit. And I'll definitely keep this hand. 2 lands on the draw, probably hit my 3rd. And yeah, I mean, just got solid creatures, you know. Solid hand of spells. Got both Runaway Steamkin and Bergie, so you can get that going with Frenzy. That'll be pretty sick. Also got Light Up the Stage to draw some extra cards, you know. Be a cheap spell for those 2, so I'm feeling pretty hopeful. I do, however, have to play around Storm's Wrath because my opponent's just completely off the rails, playing some just mid-range aggro, mono-red, colorless ramp. Like, I don't even know what's going on, but they've definitely got some Storm's Wrath in their sideboard if they're playing Mindstone and Mountains. Like, that has to be for sure. And a Fumarole. No, Frostbite. I mean, that's why they're playing Snowlands. This deck isn't actually playing Snowlands because it can't really fit Snowbite in it. Like, you need a bunch of Snowlands for Frostbite to actually be good. And the real problem is Shadowskull Smashing and stuff like that are actually really good. Braid. Well, that's fine. I mean, I have this backup Bergie anyway, so not too upset. I'm gonna miss out on like a potential Horn of Harnfell, whatever. Oh, they're playing Karn. Why are they playing Karn? Why are they playing Karn? I'm actually so confused. We get to get something here. I guess they're gonna go over at me with Karn if they have something good to get. Also, the good part about Bergie is, even though it's legendary, it has 2 halves to play, so if you draw a second Bergie, it's honestly just not the worst. Combustible Gearhulk. That's a card I did not know existed. Actually, that's not true. I did draft it in Limited once, but that is still just kind of out of nowhere. Like, I just don't even know. Like, my opponent's just gonna play Magic cards, and I'm just gonna, like, learn that they exist along the way, probably. So, it's going to be a fun ride, I assume. Though, could very well be a short one if my opponent doesn't deal with my Bergie and I just get to go off with Experimental Frenzy. This game could be pretty over pretty quick. Yup, they've got their mana. Oh, you're kidding me. You're actually kidding me. They really have the Storm's Wrath. You're serious. Well, I mean, hey, like, on one hand, I'm probably going to be able to beat a Combustible Gear Hulk with an Experimental Frenzy, but on the other hand, really? Like, really? Like, I know that playing the creatures was actually correct because I have the Experimental Frenzy, so I need to get the cards out of my hand anyway, but god damn it. I mean, at least I look smart for knowing that they had it. I'll just let them draw 3. Actually, hold on. Why did I do that? It's probably fine though, right? Okay, let's play the Chandra. Make some manas. Can't kill this Combustible Gear Hulk though, but I do have a Chump Blocker, which is nice. So they're gonna need to have a burn spell. Right, they're probably gonna have one though. But then if they just spend their whole turn burning my Burning Emissary and attacking down my Chandra, then that just gives me with more mana and more stuff in play. Okay, yeah, so I guess that turn wasn't super great since I wasted a bunch of mana. Just hit 2 lands in a row, basically. Yeah, no, maybe I shouldn't have let my opponent draw with Combustible Gear Hulk, to be perfectly honest. Like, it's potentially a lot of damage since my opponent has some expensive cards in their deck. And, like, I would not be surprised if that had some sort of, like, I don't know, like, Ironcrag feet nonsense, but yeah, maybe I should have just taken the damage. Seems right. I just, like, instinctively pressed take action. Alright, let's see what they follow up here with, though. That's Karn. If they get Grafdigger's Cage here, and they certainly have Grafdigger's Cage, so yeah, I sorta kinda can't really cast spells. Experimental Frenzy. Honestly, just a really good card, but when you can't play cards at the top of your deck, and you can only play cards off the top of your deck, not a great combination. Just not a great combination. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, okay, they're gonna get Meteor Golem or, I don't even know, like Platinum Angel, Shadow Spear. That works as well. Yeah, because I need to, like, deal with the Grafdigger's Cage before I can probably go off, properly go off anyway. I guess I can draw, like, a Grafdigger's Cage and a thing. I'm dead next turn, though. Yeah, it's not looking great for me, not gonna lie. If my opponent just had that card, no matter what, like, if they just had it in their hand, then I guess it didn't matter that I let them draw. But if I accidentally drew them into this card, okay, well, that's not great. That is just not great. I'm just gonna concede. I'm not even gonna show my opponent the cards in my deck because there's no way I win from here. Just absolutely no way. So yeah, I guess that happened. Well, now that we have a better idea of what's actually going on, I think I can actually cut the red cap melee and bring in the last Chandra, and now we'll run it like that. And then I guess I could bring in Rolling Vortex, but honestly, my opponents have too much life gain, and they can still, like, finish the game pretty quick, so don't think it's worth it to try to grind them out that way. Okay, you know what? I'll keep this hand. I will keep this hand. It's got a Braid for a turn 2 mana artifact, and for my opponent's deck, having a turn 2 mana artifact is just really important. Like, their deck just gets a whole lot worse than it didn't have it, which is why they're also running the worst one. So being able to deprive them of that, probably going to be really good, if of course I have it. And also, just a solid curve here, Burning Emissary plus Light Up the Stage, trying to hit a land drop. It's a little bit awkward that I only have a green mana left over, so if I hit a 1-drop, I don't actually end up being able to cast it. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. If they play a mana artifact though, then I'm just gonna play Gita Lava Runner and Abrade it. Attack for 6, which is pretty good. So we'll see if they actually go for like a Mind Stone. Actually, kind of hoping they do, to be perfectly honest. A Soul Scar Mage. Okay, that is unexpected, But I guess Bone Crusher Giant is a pretty good draw in that regard. A little bit awkward that that doesn't actually end up growing like Key 2 Lava Runners, though. That's unfortunate. That's something I like to call unfortunate. Yikes. Yeah, my opponent just gets to... I mean, they don't 2-for-1 me because Bone Crusher Giant is already a 2-for-1, but they do get ahead on tempo, which is honestly something I needed to preserve, seeing as I'm on the play. So seeing my stomp effectively just get fizzled there, not a great feeling, especially since I'd have just gone for the Abrade. And I probably just should have. Got me 2 extra damage, protection from getting blown out like that. There's my reward for taking that line, I guess. That's a Heart-Kieran. And that is definitely a card that's not great against Bone Crusher. Or not great against Abrade, that is. I guess they wouldn't have a creature in play if I just killed it though, so I don't know. Still makes my play a little bit better, I guess. Since now they like try to crew it and then I Abrade in response, that's pretty good. Also, if I can get to 5 mana here and just play this Harnfell, Horn of Bounty, that's gonna be pretty sick. Chandra, Torch of Defiance. It's not good. I can steal my Bergie too. Oof. And I mean, they're gonna get to crew this Heart of Kieran, but then I just remove it in response and kill this Chandra, so it's not all bad. The problem is, really? Oh, what's their follow-up? That's a little bit worrying. Not gonna lie. Actually, just really worrying, because if they have something good here, they're not gonna be able to kill this Chandra. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, come on. Yes, do that. Attack. Come on. Do it. Attack me. Please attack me. If they attack me, I can kill the Chandra. Goes down to 3 loyalty. Come on, please. Actually, wait. I guess I can kill it anyway. Actually, wait. No. So I don't want them to attack me. Huh. Okay, never mind. Well, either way, me laying on a screen doesn't actually impact my opponent's plays, so I don't feel bad about it, I guess. But yeah, still a little bit annoying that they actually went for it. Now that I realize that I don't want them to. Yeah, now they're just gonna remove a loyalty counter, which doesn't matter because this Chandra's gonna die anyway. So now I get to destroy an artifact, get this Heart of Kieran, get this Chandra Torch of Defiance out of here. Why are they hovering over me? Okay, there we go. Yeah, and now that's just enough power to kill a Chandra. So, yeah, I'll take that. Sucks, though, because now I've just got a bunch of 3-drops in exactly 3 lands, but my opponent is just going to be, like, outpacing me here. But I guess, I mean, if all they're doing is casting Guardian Idols instead of, like, carning me, not the worst. Okay, let's see it, opponent. Come on. What's it going to be? What's it going to be, opponent? Got any haymakers in that hand of yours? Okay, I'll cast a Bergie. You know, just do the thing. If I draw a land, no. Actually, no. I need to draw like a light up the stage post combat and hit like a double Burning Emissary or something to actually cast Harnfell. But I mean, this Geet Love Runner is free. This Bone Crusher Giant's 2 mana. Like, if I just draw some stuff, this hand can certainly go off. Definitely not blocking here. If they have, like, a Shock or a Bone Crusher Giant or something, shrinks my Bergie, grows their Soul Scar. You're kidding me. Why does this happen to me every single time? Okay, well, I guess I'll just cast another Bergie. And I mean, if they had a Karn, then they probably wouldn't have cast it because they don't want us to die to Storm's Wrath, or maybe wouldn't have cast it, so I'm not even confident that they don't have one. Really hoping they don't, though. That would be bad for me. Oh boy, I would say like, my opponent's on mono red control, huh? But they actually are on mono red control, so there you go, I guess. Mono red control, controlling the mono red. Still in a good spot though. Like the slide up the stage, if it's good, that's gonna be great. And I've got a solid board state. I just keep drawing creatures that I can cast. Funnily enough, being stuck on 3 lands. Oh, why? That's so bad for me. It's actually the worst. Freaking Bone Crusher Giant, just 2 for 1 to me, right? Kills my Steam King, which is actually really important. Makes it so that I can't cast this lead stage for 1 mana. Gosh darn it. And they have the Karn. Of course they have the Karn. Okay, now I probably lose. That's unfortunate. Really? Okay, attack me, opponent. Attack me. You know you want to. Attack me. Just do it. Do it. You know you... Oh, okay. No attacks, really. And now they're just going to get like a massive thing with this Karn. Nice combustible gear Hulk or whatever you're going to get, opponent. With your 7 to 8 mana, depending on if they drew a land. If they drew a land, they can even put the Shadow Spear on their massive trampling dude. Come on. Just give me an Abrade off the top. That's all I want. Just 1 measly Abrade. Is that too much to ask for? Really? Yeah, no, I'm not going to let them draw 3 cards. If I die, I die. What? Okay, I actually took 5 damage there. Which means that I actually have to block the Bone Crusher Giant. Sick. Okay. Come on. I actually need this Abrade off the top so badly. I actually need this Abrade off the top. Come on. Actually, I guess a 3 damage burn spell. Oh my god, that's actually a 3 damage burn spell. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm still in this game. I'm still in this game, to be fair. But I've just realized that... No, never mind. Wait, wait, hold on. Hold on. So basically, they have this Guardian Idol. It's going to be a 3/3 lifelink, so I can't attack here, so I have to just pass. The worst Mind Stone, he says. Well, that's a really bad draw for me. I guess everything my opponent's deck is a bad draw for me, but that's also a really bad draw because it just makes my life a million times harder. Oh, wait, I'm just dead. Aren't I? They just get to Karn this Mind Stone? Opponent just missed lethal and they're still gonna win. Wow, and now they're now they're gonna realize that like, oh whoops, I did the stupid. Okay, that's like the best draw of my deck. Hold on. Wait just 1 second. Crap. Dang it. No, it's not. That's not the best draw in my deck. So basically, I can't stomp the Mind Stone because then they just crack and draw a card. If I attack the card, I'm just dead. So I actually have to do this. Just stomp their Karn, play Bone Crusher Giant, then I'm just going to be blocking to stay alive next turn since they can attack me for 5, and I have 5 toughness. I guess I'm technically alive. The problem is, no, because they get to make 2 3/3, so I have to chump 1 and trade with 1. Wait, they might not have enough mana. Wait, hold on. God damn, why is this game so close? Hello? Oh, shoot. I really need them not to draw a land or a non-land. Okay, I just realized what I said. Wait, what? Oh, I'm stupid. This costs 2 mana to activate. Okay, never mind. Well, now I'm dead. Ah. Ah. Really just lost to that. Stupid Storm's Wrath. Just actually lost to Storm's Wrath 2 games in a row. After I said I had to worry about it too. It feels bad. I can never play around it though. It was all just... Every time it's just like, if I don't play around it, I just lose to everything that isn't Storm's Wrath anyway, so I have to just play my creatures. And I just lost to a bunch of man lands after a top decked card. And to be fair, I did not play the best game in the world, like, from my end. So it's kind of on me, but still a little bit annoying. But like, hey, you know, my opponent was just playing a slightly bigger mono red deck. So, they should be the ones winning. Oh, okay. My poor opponent is unfortunately... Wait, what? Oh, no. Oh, no. Yikes. Okay, well. Looks like my opponent is on... Get this combo. Please do not block. Please. 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 Do not block. Please. Oh, okay. Because if they block there, then I have to, like, shock the Diligent Excavator and then not get to cast Slide the Stage, or, like, have to shock their face, and it's just, like, bad for me. So I'm really glad that they decided not to block. Very glad. Okay. And they, of course, assumed that I was, like, holding up a removal spell or whatever, so they didn't block, which is, of course, very much understandable. Ooh, right. Actually, this is actually a really sick turn. Is this going to be a turn 4 kill? Is this a turn 4 kill? Because there's definitely the potential for it here. Right, so I'm just gonna make a bunch of big Steamkins. Basically, my opponent is playing Aggro-Combo. I thought they were playing Auras, so I was just like ready to take my free win because I saw the black-white land, I saw the Gigant, and I was just like, okay, how's my opponent ever going to try to like beat this, right? And then no, I mean, turns out they're on Aggro-Combo. But luckily, I still get to just remove all their creatures, which is pretty good when they're playing a creature-based combo deck, or so I've heard. So I'll definitely, I'm still pretty fine with this outcome, I'd say. Boom, and that's some free mana, and that's some free damage for free, and that's actually negative on mana, so it's more than free. And that's a Horn of Harnfell, which means I just win the game. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. I'm about to cast my whole deck in one turn. This is going to be so sick. I'm so ready for this. My body is ready for this. Oh yeah. Yes. Okay. No! Come back! Why? They scooped. I was actually going to cast my whole deck. Opponent. Come on. I was literally gonna, like, I had this land drop off the top, and then literally the next 2 land drops I could just filter through, plus draw an extra card with each one. Are you kidding me? I was actually gonna cast 30 cards. I was literally thinking, make a 2020 Souls Card Mage. Wow. I've never actually been so sad while winning a game. Never. Okay, well at least it's pretty much impossible for my opponent to win, seeing my sideboard cards that I'm bringing in. Red Cape melee, not because I have red creatures, but because Kethis is 4 toughness and sacrificing a land. Not the worst thing to happen to me in the world. And then, of course, I'm cutting Shocks because all their stuff is 3 toughness, and bringing in Braids because all their stuff is 3 toughness. And then I guess I'll take out these Birding Transfers. I'll take out 2 of them and take 2 Vaishinos out as well. Basically, I just need to remove my opponent's creatures. Not bringing in Chandra, though, seems a little bit slow for something that I mostly just want to be using as a removal spell anyway. So basically, my plan is to just remove a couple of their creatures and then try to kill them before they stabilize. Uro is a massive problem for me, which is why I was a little bit worried originally. But I do have Soul God Lantern, and then, of course, Roiling Vortex is just insane against my opponent because the combo just involves them free casting a bunch of stuff. Plus, turns off Uro, so yeah, it more than makes up for the lack of gravity as cages. Because if I get to land a Roiling Vortex, I'm pretty sure my opponent might as well just scoop, right? Like, the only way they ever win is by escaping an Uro and just beating me down with something that doesn't even gain them life. And they need to mill themselves to do that somehow. Ooh, sick. Well, I was about to get to the point where I had to, like, edit the waiting time out of the video, but I managed to run my mouth enough time to actually fill the silence, so yay me. Impressive, I know. Okay, well, speaking of impressive, this hand is not that. Nor is this hand, but I gotta keep it. I'm gonna bottom on the Ramnap Ruins, since the game's probably not going to get to that. Do they have a 1-drop? Oh, it's a Throne of Death. Actually, that's pretty sick. That's actually really good. Hold on. Wait, no, it's not. Is that good? Is that even good? I guess it's like a new addition to Legend, but the problem is, like, mill yourself for 1? It's not very high impact. I don't know. I need to revisit Kethis combo. I played it at some point recently because I thought it beat Sultai. And then I tried, like, to make it beat Sultai and sort of went a little bit insane. Just like a little bit insane, but it's fine. We don't have to talk about that time. And yeah, I mean, I guess if like my opponent could just win with Kethis, like if they have one. But if I get this Birdie down and I get to tap with it and just go off that way, like even 2 mana left stage. If I want to like do it pre-combat, not the worst. Ooh, tapped. Ooh, double out of the stage. Okay. Come on, no removal spell, opponent. No removal spell. No removal spell on my Birdie. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, they have it, don't they? They have a removal spell. They definitely have a removal spell. Also, Spire of Industry is pretty cool. Taps for mana of any color. Now that they have like even more cheap artifacts with Throne of Death, I guess they can make their mana better. So that's actually a very solid addition, I'd say. Maybe this deck is worth revisiting. I'll have to see. Ooh, the Miller Mox Amber. Why is that? Probably because I don't have too many legends. Stitcher's Supplier. What? I'm actually not sure what that card is doing in their deck. Like, I did not know they wanted to mill themselves that much. Are they just playing Esper? Like, are they even playing Uro? Feels like a little bit weird to play that much self mill and not actually play the card that you can escape from your graveyard, but I haven't seen it yet, so who knows. Yeah, I mean, I lit up the stage pre-combat so that I get the prowess triggers. I guess I got punished for that in hindsight. Next turn, I'm probably just gonna play. Oh wait, I get to keep going with this lit up stage. Never mind. So actually, we're actually probably gonna still do some stuff this turn. I was already like, really, opponent, wheelie, are you serial? Well, still might actually just play Horn of Harnfell. Yeah, still probably just playing Horn of Harnfell. Since that just effectively means I'm drawing 2 cards a turn rather than 1. And a 3/3. Just, now that my opponent's gaining life and stuff as well. Seems somewhat less impactful, so we're going to go ahead and play the Harnfell. And just attack my opponent for 4. I guess Harnfell not super good with light up the stage, because Harnfell basically just casts light up the stages, but still slight upgrade unless I want to trigger prowess. And honestly, like, then I'd have to cast the Burgi, and having a Horn of Harnfell means that I can probably just out-removal them. Like, if they just play a Kethis, I just need to draw towards a removal spell, or like multiple of them add together. The Stygian Excavator probably is just going to eat like an Abrade off the top or something. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Ooh, perfect, actually. Actually, perfect. Okay, let's do that. And I'm just going to go ahead and discard this red cap melee for 2 cards. Why not, you know? Ooh, nice. And we're just going to go ahead and cast a Burgi as well. And just attack for 4 damage. Now we've got this Ramanap Ruins. And my opponent's got to get a bunch of life, remove all my creatures. I'll still have 2 cards. So I'm feeling pretty good about my spot in this game. Come on, opponent. Come on, opponent. What's it going to be? They're hovering their graveyard. That makes me nervous. Why are they hovering their graveyard? Can they win with a... No, I guess they don't win on the spot with a Kethis. And that's game. Okay, well. All right. That actually went pretty well. So, yeah, now we just got to do the wrap-up. That's the 3 matches. Went 2-1 overall. Beat Aggro-Combo and Jun Sak, Gen Food actually, which is really surprising because it's one of the best decks in Historic. So it's cool that we beat it. And also it's just a really bad matchup. So the fact that we could actually manage to beat it and pretty convincingly too, actually is pretty impressive for this deck. So that's cool. This is the list. Let's just like move over some cards so you can actually see it. My beautiful face is blocking the way. So I say that ironically. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. 2-1 overall with this deck. It's pretty strong. Still, of course, some changes to be made to the sideboard. Potentially Splash White for Showdown the Scouts could be good with this deck as well, since that just draws you cards, and you can like cut some Experimental Frenzy or something. And yeah, so this deck is fast. It's good for ranking up. It's good for winning games, you know. And it's a very cool option if you want to play mono red with like a twist on it. You don't want to play like normal mono red. You want to play, you know, mono red aggro, still kill your opponent, but then potentially a couple games out of your matches, you can just go off spectacularly like we saw earlier and cast your whole deck in 1 turn. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, consider liking the video, subscribing, etc. All that stuff really helps. And yeah, I will see you next time. Goodbye.